Okay, thank you, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Rehoboth Business Association's Meet the Candidate Night. Just a few comments before we get going. I'm going to explain the format as well. So, on behalf of the RBA, I'd like to thank Crestwood Country Club for allowing us to use their facility. I would like to thank REPAC for agreeing to videotape and air this event on the local public access channel. I'd also like to thank Rehoboth Now for their assistance in planning the facility layout and providing the audio and video services. And I'd also like to thank the candidates in advance for agreeing to participate in this worthwhile event. Lastly, I'd like to thank my fellow RBA members for all their time and effort in pulling this event together. So in regard to all the parties involved in tonight's forum, I want to mention that this event took a lot of planning, coordination, and cooperation from many individuals, and it's a great example of what we can do when we all seek to work together for a common cause. As we enter into the forum, it's understandable that we may hear opposing points of view and differences of opinion. It is my hope that we can continue, not only tonight, but in the foreseeable future, with the same spirit of cooperation that brought this event together. Before I explain tonight's format, I'd like to take a brief moment to explain what the RBA is all about for those of you who do not know. The Rehoboth Business Association is made up of business owners who live and or operate their business in the Rehoboth area. The RBA offers local businesses many educational, networking, and community service opportunities. Our goal is to serve the business and social needs of the Rehoboth community, and we simply ask that you continue to support the local businesses that support you. Now let's get to our format. We've designed tonight's format with the intent that this will be an informative night which will allow us to find out more about each candidate that's running for office. And we ask that this take place in a professional, respectful, and courteous setting. To keep the forum as cohesive as possible, we're going to take it, the forum is going to take place in 3 sections. The first section will be all the candidates running unopposed for office. The second section will be the school committee candidates. And the third section will be candidates running for selectmen. In each section, the candidates will be allowed a 3-minute opening statement. Following the opening statement, the moderator will ask each candidate the same question. The candidates have 1 minute to answer. With 10 seconds remaining, they will hear a gavel. And after the 10 seconds expires and they continue to talk, they will hear the bell. I gotta find my spot. So, at the point when you hear the bell, the candidates must stop speaking. Additionally, candidates are not required to take the whole time allotted to complete their answers. So feel free to finish early. It will allow us to get more questions in. The moderator will then ask the next candidate to begin after the first candidate finishes. The answer order will rotate with each question. Once each question and answer round is complete, the candidates will have an opportunity to make a 2-minute closing statement, and that will complete a section. Almost done. The moderator role will be filled by RBA board members, who will take turns asking questions. There is also an RBA board member who will be our timekeeper to keep us on track throughout the evening. Questions. All the questions have been previously submitted by RBA members and screened by the RBA board members. The questions will be randomly selected and asked by the moderator. The quantity of questions asked will vary on the quantity of questions received in the time allotted. To reiterate, our goal is that this forum takes place in a professional, respectful, and courteous setting. To that end, we will not allow any comments from the audience during the forum. Any attendees that cannot follow these rules will be asked to leave. Additionally, we ask that the candidates be respectful of each other at all times and stick to their allotted time. This is not a debate. When your time to speak is expired, you must stop. If you refrain from stopping and speak out of turn, you also will be asked to leave the forum. Any candidate? I already said that. So with that, we're ready to begin.